Hello, sweet friends. Okay, so let's make some good loaded baked beans. And I'm talking about these are going to be loaded. I told y'all last night that I was going to make baked beans today and some barbecue pork chops. Well, it turns out I'm going to a cookout. They're doing the pork chops there, so I'm going to go ahead and make my baked beans like I had planned, and I'm going to take that pasta salad. So let's get started with it, and I'll tell y'all what I've already done, okay? So in my skillet here, I have some good sauteed peppers and onions, as you can see. Now, they're not burnt. They have just been cooking in a little bit of that bacon grease and all of that I have already cooked to go in our beans. So I'll tell you about that in a minute. I just sauteed these up for a little bit. And now I'm going to put in 3 cans of pork and beans. These are, let's see, the 15-ounce cans. So I hope this will be enough. I'm going to do 3 cans of these, and I typically drain most of the liquid out of these because we make our own liquid. Now, one of them I left a little bit in there just because I'm putting so much other stuff in there. I don't want them to be too thick. So we will see. We might have to add a little bit of liquid. If we do, we can just run some water in one of these cans. Okay? So there's our 3 cans of beans. Okay, now we're going to put some good stuff in there. So we're going to start with about 1/3 cup of barbecue sauce. Now I'm just using a store-bought barbecue sauce. You can use whatever kind you want, but I'm thinking for this amount we're going to need about 1/3 of a cup. Usually I do about 1/2 a cup if I do about 4 cans of beans, but I'm doing 3, so I think 1/3 cup will be plenty. We can always taste and add. I should have took this little thing off. All right, let's get that in there. Okay, got our barbecue in there. Let me get this over here. Let me get this off here, y'all, because it's going to be a mess. What are you doing, Brady?
Just living life.
You snacking on my stuff for my beans?
Mm-hmm.
He's Braden, y'all. He's come in here and he's snacking. He don't like baked beans, but he likes all this good stuff over here that I've made to go in them. I'm going over to Court's. We're going to have a cookout.
Who's Cord?
Court.
Oh.
All right, and now I'm going to do about 1/4 cup of ketchup. Okay, let's get that in there.
Who's going to courts?
What?
Who's going to courts?
Just all of us. The usual.
Okay, I was just checking.
Okay, and then now we're going to do about 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Let's see, I got my little scooper in here, so I may just use this one. I typically leave this in here, so yeah, that's 1/4 cup brown sugar.
Bye, I love you.
Love you. Be careful. Alright, I'm going to get this folded back up, y'all. He's in here trying to get me all messed up. Okay, so we have that. We have our ketchup. Let's get that out of the way. And now we're going to do a couple dashes of our W sauce. Y'all know that. But it's really good in baked beans. You don't need much, just a little bit. So let's see. This is a full thing, so it's not coming out too fast. A little bit, about like that. And now we're going to do about a tablespoon of mustard. Okay. Let's see, about that much. Okay, and let's do a little bit of pepper. Just a sprinkle. About like that. Okay, and just a little bit of salt, because we have a lot of salty stuff that's going in here. So, like I said, we can always taste and add. Let me get these cans out of the way. Okay, so now for the good stuff. Well, let's go ahead and mix this up. Get you on up here now that I got all this stuff out of the way. Yeah, I love some good dressed up baked beans. That's what I call them. I guess you can't call them homemade since we're using the canned canned baked beans or pork and beans, but I just like to call them dressed up. Okay, we have all that good mixed up. Now let me show you what all we're going to put in this. So I fried up a little bit of bacon and about half a pack of some smoked sausage. I fried it up really good, and we're going to put all of that in there. Okay. And y'all, I fried all of this up here in my skillet, and then that's what I sauteed my peppers and onions in. And then I have some ground chuck here. Now, this package was about, it wasn't a whole pound, it was a little bit under, but we're not going to use all that. But I thought I would just go ahead and cook it, because I thought, why would I want to put a small little package like that in the freezer? So I'll just use that to make me a taco salad or something out of it. Chili dog, anything. Okay, let's get all this mixed up. Them look good, y'all. I'm telling you what, this is what you call some loaded baked beans. Man. Now, I love to do my baked beans in a cast iron skillet, but since I'm taking these somewhere, I thought it would be easier. I'm just going to use one of the little disposable tin pans. It's just easier to do it that way. All right, hang on. I'm going to put just a tad bit of water in one of these cans, and I'll be right back. Okay, I just wanted to do just a little bit of liquid in here, not much. That's probably just a couple tablespoons. There we go, because now it's going to cook out some liquid too as it's cooking. All right, let me get me a little spoon and taste these. And that way we know if we need to add any more ketchup or mustard or anything. Those taste delicious, y'all. All right, so now what we're going to do, I greased up my little pan here just a little bit. Now we're just going to put all of this goodness in here, and we're going to pop these in the oven. I have my oven on 325, and I'm going to cover these, and then I'll probably take the cover off and just kind of let that top get good and bubbly before I take them out. But this is it. I think these are going to be so good. Like I said, we did the sausage, the bacon, the ground beef, and then all the other good stuff. That's it, y'all. Look at those. Okay, I'm going to cover these, pop these in the oven on 325, and I'll be back and I'll show you what they look like. Hey, y'all. Okay, here are our baked beans. All right, let me show them to you real quick. They're still super hot. I'm not going to taste them just because I'm taking them somewhere. I don't want to dig into them. I want them to still look pretty like this. But I tasted them earlier before we cooked them, and they were delicious. So let me tell you what I did. So I put these in there on 325, and I cooked them about 30 minutes, and they weren't really cooking as quick as I wanted them to, just because I got somewhere to go. But now if I didn't, I probably would have just left it at that and slow cooked them. But anyway, after the 30 minutes on 325, I ended up cranking it up to about 400 and cooking them for about 15 minutes. And then they got really good and bubbly, and everything is already done. So your cooking time just depends on how quick you want to cook them, how much you want to cook them. So that's just all really optional anyway. If I'd have thought about it, I would have already turned it up before that 30 minutes on 325. But anyway, they will be delicious. And if I think of it, y'all, whenever I fix up my plate with my baked beans, and like I said, they're doing pork chops, and I don't know what else we'll have there. I'm taking my pasta salad. If I think of it, I'll take a picture of my plate and share it with y'all. I know sometimes I say that and I get to talking and just in the moment and I forget. But anyway, y'all try these baked beans. I set this in another little pan because it just makes it so much more sturdy when you're traveling. But anyway, y'all try these baked beans. Y'all will love it. It's the perfect little summer cookout dish. Everybody will love it. And I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.